Welcome back to Golden Goose and my Road to Glory series that follows halfback James Brown. Now today, the University of Auburn takes on the University of Georgia, and this matchup is going to be interesting. Georgia's just a little bit better than Auburn on paper. Kirk's going to side with them, but, this game here is very important to Auburn, maybe having a chance at a bowl game this season. If we look at conference standings, we pretty much have thrown that out of the window already. We're probably going to take dead last. But if we win this game, we might be looking at maybe an okay bowl game. We don't have many games left. We only have 2 total games, so we need to win this one to have that 7-win mark. 8 wins is ideal. Now, there is an upgrade we can buy. It's going to give more trucking and strength to James Brown. 92 trucking, 90 strength. Not improving his overall, but it's a good upgrade. Here's how this team kind of stacks up. Our defense is better than theirs, but their offense is quite a ways better than ours, so it's going to be tough. Our defense is going to have to make stops. We're going to have to score. Our offense is just as good as their defense, so, it's going to be a very, very close game, and Georgia is ranked in the top 10, even though they're 6-3. And to start this game off, Georgia's going to be kicking to Auburn. Now, on paper, these teams are pretty evenly matched up, but Georgia is in the top 10 in the nation right now, so that's adding a lot of pressure for them to stay in the victorious side of things in this game. James Brown is still getting the start here for the Auburn Tigers. Hasn't been completely electric, but the last couple of games, over 150 total yards, whether it be through the air and on the ground. Ow! A little off the mark there. Brown was open on that play. I don't know if there was just a slight miscommunication. Man in motion here, though. But this Auburn team should be good for some time. they have a young halfback, a young quarterback. They're 6-4 this season, but I expect good things from them in the next 2 years. First down and 10. Let's see what they can do here. It looks like Brown is going to get to the outside and work that right side. 2nd and 3. He almost had 100 yards rushing in last week's performance with over 160 yards of total offense. So I'm just kind of excited to see what he'll do. He has proven to be a dual threat so far this season, both through the air and on the ground. And right there, Brown's got it. He runs a guy over and gets down to the 40. Brown is in the backfield providing some support for the quarterback here. And no, the quarterback rolls right and gets sacked, and that is a fumble. And they scoop it up, and that isn't what you want to see. 2nd down, 28 after that fumble. I don't know if you can blame Brown there. The quarterback did step up into the pocket away from coverage. And now Brown's going to try to make something of this. 3rd and 24. Georgia gets the ball after Auburn did nothing on their opening drive. They're trying to score here, get 3 points on the board. Let's see if they can make this field goal, and it's up, and it is good. 3-0 for Georgia. Now, Brown is one of the deadliest return men in the NCAA. Let's see, it looks like they are going to kick it to him here on his favorite side, the left side of things. Trying to get some guys to move over. Brown trying to fight a guy off, but he just didn't have blocking on that side. First down and 10. 3 minutes, 26 seconds left in the first quarter. We're about halfway through this quarter, and Brown gets the ball. He's working his way up the middle, carrying a guy on his back for 7 yards. 2nd down and 3, another handoff to Brown, but he's swallowed up in the backfield. 3rd down and 8. 4 carries for Brown today, 13 yards. Not a bad average. Brown's calling for it. He gets the pass, and he runs a guy over, and they get that first down. He's been deadly through the air this season. Well, Auburn took Brown off the field. I don't know if he was gassed after that play or slightly hurt. But then Georgia got the ball back and went down the field and scored. They're up 10-0 here in the second quarter. This one's up, and they try to avoid Brown here, even though he hasn't had a lot of success today. And it looks like they're going to keep it in the end zone. 6 carries, 7 passing attempts for Auburn today. No points, though. Haven't really moved the ball too well down the field. This has been the story of the Auburn offense most of the season. And right there, that was almost intercepted. Like I said, Auburn's got a relatively young team. In the next couple of years, you'll still see most of these players on the field. So this is hopefully just a growing pains type of year. Get in the groove with this squad and hopefully do bigger, better things over the next couple of years. And Brown with his 92 trucking finds the first down. 3 receptions for 38 yards for James Brown today. Staying back, trying to help the quarterback out, and that was dropped by the wide receiver. 2nd down and 10, another passing attempt here. He's going to get it up and over, and it's caught for a first down. 1st down and 10, Brown staying back again. He's getting swallowed up by one of the defenders, but that's a first down completion. I just have a feeling in the next couple of years, Brown's going to win like receiver of the year for this team because he's just so deadly as a dual threat back, which you wouldn't think he would be as a power back. Second down and 10, 5:59 to go in the second quarter. 10-0 in Georgia's favor here in Auburn. Man in motion. They are going to keep it with the quarterback, and the quarterback's going to find the first down. First down and 10, ball at the 26. Auburn snaps at the quarterback, staying back in the pocket, delivering a great pass, but it's dropped by the receiver. Second down, 10 yards to go. You want to score here if you're Auburn. At least 3, but you really want 7. And Brown is going to get caught up from behind and met in front. Third down and 2 after an 8-yard carry. Auburn ended up scoring on that drive after taking Brown out to recuperate just a bit, 10-7. And Georgia can't do anything with their possession, looking to kick it off for their first ever punt of the game. Brown gets under this one. He is a deadly return man. Hasn't returned a punt yet for a touchdown this season, but he finds 12 yards there. First down and 10. Brown calling for the pass. Almost intercepted. That was dangerous. Georgia gets the ball to start the second half of football, so if you're Auburn, you want to come away with points on this drive. But, I mean, you should get the ball back at least one more time before the half. And on the quarterback keeper, that's nothing. Third down and 10. And it looks like Brown is wide open. And that's going to be for the first down. He's got it. They left Brown's side of the field completely wide open there. That has to be a major mistake. Just a big oof by the Georgia defense. And again, Brown had plenty of space. Another 10-plus yard completion to Brown. They took Brown out, Auburn scored, and then Georgia came down and got 3. Looking to make it 17-14. They still have the lead with 2:52 to go in this half. And they kick it away, and it is on Brown's side of things. Let's see what side he tries to work here. It looks like he wants to work that left side. He's not going to have the ability to, though. You have 3 timeouts, 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the second quarter. I mean, I think you take your time here. Stick with your game plan. Obviously, you're down by 3. Would love to go in evened up, or you maybe even with the lead. Brown loses 3 there. 6 carries for 18 yards for Brown today. I mean, not electric by any means. He only finds 2 there. First down and 10 after Brown just took a breather for a couple of plays. That stamina, it's got to be worked on. Let's see what they do here. Maybe he'll lose some weight over his freshman summer going into his sophomore season. Nice pickup by Brown on the blocking effort there. Second down, inches to go. Brown in the backfield to the right side. They're almost into Georgia territory. Brown wants the ball. He's not going to get it. And it is still a completion for a first down into Georgia territory for Auburn. Hunter, one of his favorite targets, has been Brown in this one, making up a majority of his passing yards. Brown wants it. He's like, pass it to me now, and he's going to try to break one. He finds 8. Brown has produced over 100 yards in multiple games just because of his dual threat at passing, or receiving and rushing. First down and goal after that big completion by Hunter. He's almost got 200 yards in the first half. It looks like they might be running a triple option here. Man in motion for the Tigers. Dropping back into the backfield, and they are giving this to Brown. He's going to get caught up, though, at the 6. Now, from the 5 and inside, Brown is almost guaranteed a touchdown. We've seen it multiple times over these last few weeks. Let's see if he can do it again here from the 6, and he punches his way over a man and into the end zone. That's the kind of power that they signed this kid for. And my God, he delivered there. Just beautiful. Lowers the shoulder, stands the man up on the goal line, and pushes his way in. But Georgia's going to answer back with only 16 seconds to go in the first half of football. They're going to try to make this 24-21, and they do. You're going to need a big return if you're Auburn to kind of have a chance to score points here. 16 seconds. And it looks like they're not going to get anyone to that outside that Brown wanted. And he's going to be down at the 14. Now I think the Tigers are going to try to get out of this half. Obviously, Georgia gets the ball to start things off. But, I mean, they don't have enough time. They only have 1 timeout. There's not much they can get going here. And Brown's going to try to get to the outside, lower a shoulder, break 2 tackles to break a 3rd, and get hit by the 4th guy, lose 1. He had to break 3 tackles to lose 1 yard. But I think that's going to end this half of football, and it does. Bad news for the Tigers. Georgia scores on their opening drive. Now what? You're down by 10. Yes, 10. You still have a quarter and a half plus left. So, I mean, you just got to go down and score on this possession. James Brown to return the kick. He wants to go left side. The blockers have just not been obeying his movement. And there, he's going to get to that outside where he wanted. Cuts back in, tries to cut out, gets caught up from behind at the 30, though. Only 28 yards rushing for Brown today. I mean, not super productive by any means, but through the air today, he's been really, really deadly. And you got to be enjoying this kid's performance in the receiving game. He finds 8 on that carry. First down and 10 now into Georgia territory. Brown had to go and sit on the oxygen tank for a little bit. And he wants it, but that was a dangerous call for that pass. Brown, second down and 10. It looks like they're going with a similar play to last. And Brown's got that one. He's going to get inside the 20, lower his shoulder, run a man over, down to the 16. Oh, no, though. Is Brown holding that right shoulder? He lowered it and used it as a battering ram here. But, I mean, I think he laid down. He was grabbing that shoulder. Let's see if he's hurt. Yeah, he's not getting up. He's holding something right now. Maybe it's his stomach, his chest. It's really hard to tell. And after sitting out for a couple possessions, Brown's back in here. But it looks like Georgia's trying to take a 10-point lead again. 38-28, 154 to go in the third. And they kick it to Brown, not to his favorite side just yet. Right up the middle, more like it. And let's see what he does here. He's trying to make a man miss, but it's not a lot of success today. It looks like he's running in sand, to be honest. First down and 10. Ball sitting at the 23-yard line. Brown wants it. He's going to get it. And he tried to hurdle a man, got hit in midair. That looked very, very gruesome. Coming back from injury, taking that kind of hit to the hip. He had to sit down for a couple of plays after that hit. I mean, this man is in rough shape. I mean, it's been a tough season for him. He takes a lot of hits, but he's not getting 20 or 30 carries or anything, so it's got to be a little concerning. And Brown's getting swallowed up for a 2-yard loss there. Third down, 12 yards to go. I mean, Auburn badly needs a conversion here. Brown wants it, didn't get it, and it looks like that's incomplete. Georgia's going to score again, and this is going to put the game out of reach, I think, if you're the Auburn Tigers. And that's really disappointing for them. They might not have a chance here at getting into a bowl game if they lose this game. I mean, 7 wins, you should get some type of bowl game, but definitely not something Auburn's going to be happy with. First down and 10, you're down by 17, 5:23 to go in the game. And Hunter drops back. And it looks like he's going to throw it up the center of the field to the right side. That is a 35-yard reception. Second down, 23 yards to go. Brown trips up trying to get out of the backfield, and that's a 9-yard reception, making it a 3rd and 13. Let's see what the Tigers chalk up here, and it looks like it's Brown wants it deep. Brown's going to get it deep. It was a screen, but Brown ran downfield. Brown gets in! A 47-yard touchdown reception by James Brown. Wow, that was not a design play whatsoever. But Brown just saw an opportunity. He ran right up the middle of the field. Everyone bit on the screen, but Brown was the screen receiver. He runs all the way down, catches it, turns on the Jets, breaks 1, breaks 2, falls into the end zone. And they let Georgia get down into field goal territory here. I mean, looking to make it a 13-point game with 1:32 to go in the game. The Bulldogs need to make this one to just bury the Tigers and all their hopes. Let's see what they do. This is a very, very short kick. This is going to be about 30 yards. And 1:17, 1:16, clock still ticking. And Brown dives in and almost touches the ball. But that's in, 48-35. Kicking this one to Brown on the left side. Brown really wants to take his men to the left side. Seeing if they do. They all come. Brown sees a couple big tackles or blocks made there. Oh, if he could have broke one, he might have been gone. 45 yards. Second down, 5 yards to go. And Brown had to sit out after that big hit that he took during the kick return. He had that huge play last drive. He has a big opening here again. Breaks one, rolls forward. I mean, if it was a closer game, you'd really be in this because of Brown. 10 receptions, 178 yards for Brown, and helped the quarterback break a school passing yard record. 420 yards. 10 receptions, 178 yards for Brown. 35 seconds to go in this game, though. Second down and 20. Let's see what he does here. Almost 200 yards receiving. I would love to see him get another big one and make it 200 yards. And he was open, but they're going really deep here. That's going to be incomplete. Brown was wide open. And that ends the game, 48-35. Brown had a very good performance, but I mean, not super involved in the running game. Just not a lot of attempts to run the ball today. And that's got to be very disappointing if you're at the caliber I feel James Brown is. He just doesn't get the chances to make something happen. 12 carries, 34 yards. I mean, a 3-yard per carry average roughly, 1 touchdown. But the receiving, that's where he shines. 10 receptions, 178 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, this kid could play receiver. The bowl projections are out right now, and let's see if Auburn's even in consideration for any type of bowl game, and it looks like they are. So, I mean, we've already clinched a bowl spot. Obviously, sitting at 6-5, we don't want to end the season 6-6. is really going to disapprove here, I'm guessing. But the Advocare V100 Bowl, I mean, it's the Independence Bowl, and we're playing Virginia. It won't be a very exciting bowl game. Nothing to write home about. It's going to have a 2 p.m. time slot. I mean, we want to win this next game to maybe improve our bowl standings a little bit. But the good thing is, James Brown is still up for the Return Man of the Year award, and it's something I really think he deserves. But winning our last game is not going to come easy. We're facing off against number 3 in the nation, Alabama. Beating us probably leads to them maybe clinching a national title spot for that national title game. And if we look at this, they're way better than us on paper. It is an Auburn home game, but Kirk's going to side with Bama in that one. Well, that's going to be next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. If you want to see the bowl game and the Alabama game in next episode, let me know in the comments. But until next time, peace out.